This is Governor Bobber, like Good Day Doctors.
George Allen here. Good day, doctors.
Hey, Happy New Year's, everyone. Welcome to the Dr. Potts and Political Architect show for our first show for 2023. Jason, we just lost you. Oh, there you go. You're back. First show for 2023. We're going to do our annual 2022 award show. We're going to give out awards to various people around the state of Maryland. You know, this is all in good fun. You know, nobody take things personally. Nobody get a swollen head if you get an award. But so, how's everyone's holidays? Everyone's had a good holiday, and also
it was quite good.
Good. And today is you were down in one of the Carolinas, weren't you? Experimenting with the pizza down there.
The day after Christmas.
And happy Epiphany Day for everyone, or Three Kings Day, whatever. So, and so it's been a incredible year, 2022, right? I mean, it started off with such great hope last year.
It did.
It looked like we were going to have another Republican governor.
Dwight, we're going to have just like we had a depressing lunch, we're going to have a depressing show.
I don't know.
All the awards are negative.
Oh, but I'm about to pull the trigger on a reprinting of the Ray Kroll story.
You what?
We're doing a second printing of the Ray Kroll story. We're going to do 1,000 copies. And we'll put them on eBay and see if we can get 50
see how much money you can make.
Well, it's going to be more for giving out to people. A lot of people, I keep telling Scott Ray's grants, I go, people want Ray's book. You know, they really like that book. They like the pictures, you know. I guess his granddad was right. People don't care about the words. They care about the pictures. But anyway, so let's get started. Welcome, Jeff. Jeff has taken a month hiatus from Dr. Politics to being a road warrior for the month of December. So let's just get started. Let's start with the easy awards, okay? Let's say, who would you say was the best organized county party in Maryland?
Who do you think, Dwight?
I think it's Wycomico County. You know why? They got a county executive elected there. But then again, it's easy to organize in a smaller county. That's what I was saying, okay? Organizing a smaller county is not as hard as organizing, say, Anne Arundel County, where it's like herding cats.
Don't give it to Anne Arundel. Good Lord.
No. I'm just saying. You know, it's not like, you know, like Anne Arundel County, big counties are like herding cats. You know,
I would say, for the sake of being different, not saying Wycomico County, I'll throw out Garrett County. They're pretty organized.
Garrett did a great job.
Like you said, it's smaller, it's easier, but they're all.
But they're in the mountains.
All 9 of them seem to be on the same page all the time, which is pretty good.
Mm-hmm. I'll agree with you with that. Jeff, thoughts? Do you agree? Disagree? Do you think?
Yeah, I haven't.
Do you think Howard County should get the?
I've just been like, you know, in the like based on Lincoln Day dinners. I think Frederick County did a pretty good job.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as the actual campaign, I didn't really follow the counties very closely. So, but I'm kind of with you. I think the smaller counties kind of pulled together.
And they don't have the same resources the big counties have. They don't have the big, deep wallets, you know.
Well, I think there's more fracture and division in the larger counties was the issue. I don't think there was as much contention in the smaller counties to be able to pull resources.
So I think I think we're in agreement. Garrett County gets the most organized. Congratulations, Luann and Todd and all the other good, hardworking folks in Garrett County.
Do they get a plaque?
I will send them a bag of Werther's Originals.
What? I'm looking on the list that you
Or-
sent me, Dwight. Is this the one? Are we still doing this one?
Yeah, same one. Yeah,
Okay.
I could send him one of these.
Nixon mug.
Yeah, I think people would appreciate the Nixon mugs, frankly. Uh, yeah. So now we got the best county out of the way, Garrett. I think I'll change. Homica gets an honorable mention, but Garrett County. Now, the worst county or the least organized county. I think you and I were going to disagree on this one, Jason.
Am I allowed to say Montgomery County?
Yes, you can. Oh, Jeff agrees with me. Montgomery County had more unfilled legislative districts than Prince George's County. And they've got 48 members on their committee in Montgomery County. It is shameful.
I'll agree with you, Dwight. Let's do Montgomery County. Let's give it to
it's
him.
just, yeah.
In Anne Arundel, at least we found people to run in the suicide mission races. So
Yes, the French resistance were strong.
I don't know if we found them or if
they found you, but it doesn't matter.
They found us, but
you filled the slots. And as
I don't think we had any uncontested races in anything.
Yeah.
Except maybe
you actually went out of your way to clear out. You guys also didn't have too many primaries, which also hurts. Except that one primary that did hurt the county big time.
No, we had the worst primary. We had the county executive primary.
Yeah, and honestly, that's the one where I think, the what's his name, Herbie, had no business running. Frankly.
Yeah, Herb. I don't have to be nice anymore. Herb really screwed a lot of shit up.
Oh yeah. Let me see if I still have it. Okay, I don't have it loaded up. Otherwise, I had an ad spot I did for Herb. That long time ago when your mom was just a little girl. Burger King or McDonald's, one of them did. I think it was Burger King. The only person in America who's never had a Whopper. And his name was Herb. And then this really funny commercial.
His name's also Jason because I've never had a Whopper either.
I'm sure there's a lot of vegetarians who've never had a Whopper.
Yeah, that is true. I've never had a Whopper. But that was a big Burger King. And like they had Herb's teacher, and they're like, you got to know how to talk to him. And she'd go, Herbert. And his dad he wasn't like his mother's like trying to say something nice. His dad's like, he wasn't normal like all the other kids. And then someone else, and I took that clip and did that with Herb McMillan. Well,
yeah. We had a couple unnecessary primaries in Anne Arundel County, like sheriff. There was no need to have a primary in that, but we did.
Good news is you guys in Anne Arundel kind of have a nice bench now.
In Kipke's district, we had a primary for no real good reason.
You guys had a primary for your central committee race too.
It's true. We had more people running for central committee than they did public office.
We had that in Montgomery County too. You'd think if you have 60 people running for central committee, you get some of them to also run for state office. So we've got the best is Garrett, the worst is Montgomery.
Okay, I'll agree with that. I'm fine with that.
Okay. What's next on the docket? What do we have next on your list?
I don't know. You seem like you were going. You're out of order for my list, so just go.
Okay.
Because the first one on my list was like the websites.
Yeah, let's do that.
Did you send a list to me, Dwight? Because I see the invite for this show, but I don't see the list.
Oh, I sent the list out earlier. Hey, hold on. Let me find that list if I can find it.
If you send it to Jeff, forward it to me too, so I know we all have the same one.
No, it's the same one you've got it, but I can't find that list myself because I'm not on the same computer. So basically, it's best website, worst website, most effective, and so on. But anyway, so best websites, and there's some criteria to a best website. It's not just the one that looks the best, but it's also one that has dynamic content, stuff that's changing. You don't have 4-month-old content on your page, you'd expect to be the best. You know, and I think Baltimore County had a nice website. I thought, they had
I don't
content
know though.
change.
Baltimore County still uses
Nation Builder, I know.
Nation Builder, which I
So
get. I
does
mean, if you
Montgomery.
know how to use it, then it's good. But our problem is we have a lot of people who don't know how to use
And it
it.
was good in the fact that their content, like their events page, and I think like election years, your events page is the most important thing. They had that events page updated, and you could find your events relatively easily. They didn't do things like take a PDF or a JPEG and share that and expect people to type out the donation links and stuff like that.
Yeah, I am looking at that. I do see do see that.
Mm-hmm. And,
Uh,
uh, and I think,
I'm just typing in some right now and just checking them out.
okay,
Okay, why Comico doesn't have one?
yeah, they don't. A
Um,
lot of counties, but we need to change that in the future.
let's see what else.
And,
Oh,
and I think some of these counties rely way too much on Facebook,
yeah,
but
Anne Arundel's
I
probably
think
good, too.
we've got a repeat here for the worst website, in my opinion.
Oh, is
Feel free to
Montgomery sad?
yeah, look at the site. Look at look at their on their main page. They got their events.
MCGOP.com. They also are Nation Builder.
Mm-hmm.
Events. They have an executive committee meeting on the 23rd. Some MoCo. They've updated it. I can see what's going on.
Yeah, you got to click the events page, but they also have events on the main page.
I'm looking at the main page.
Yeah, you see it. They got November 1st. You cannot make it up. Time for good governance. Dog whistle. Down at they did. Oh, they must have updated the events just this week because they didn't have anything like since before. October was the last stuff they had in there before. So,
But this news, all this news stuff.
mm-hmm.
See.
But I mean, it's hard to find this stuff. I mean, and I'll just say it. The graphic looks like crap, frankly. All they did was get a piece of clip art and just typed over MCGOP Lunar New Year's celebration. And they're doing it almost like 3 weeks after Lunar New Year's, which is funny too.
Now I'm scrolling through. I should probably explain it on here somewhere, unless I just missed it.
What's that?
Who decides who goes on the executive committee in Montgomery County?
Oh, it's in Montgomery County. It's like the highest vote total people who got the highest votes. Then next year they kind of barter for it. They kind of do some horse trading, kind of like Speaker to be McCarthy's doing.
Oh, gotta give something up if you want to be on it.
Mm-hmm.
If I got elected in Montgomery County, could I forfeit it? Could I be like, I'm good?
Yes, you can advocate. Yes, and all that means is you got to go to every single one of their dumb meetings that go on forever.
Oh, I don't know if they can top Anne Arundel County, Dwight. We had a meeting that went 3.5 hours the other night, and we had nothing.
No way! 3.5 hours. What did you guys talk about? Round tables or square tables?
Yeah, basically. Blue napkins or red napkins. What the weather might be like in February.
We joke. I joke about the Paris Peace Accords with the Vietnamese government. They spent like months arguing on a round table or a square table. I don't know if you know the show Benson. They did a parody of that, where they finally decided on TV trays.
His
Yeah, I thought
website looks great. I don't know,
What's
Dwight.
that?
This might be a runner for the best website. Just checking it out. I don't know if you had somebody else in mind.
No, I really don't.
Howard County's looks really nice.
You're not wrong there. Howard County's does look nice. I did look at Howard County.
Howard's is nice. They have all these news articles. They got stuff about military voting. They have a nice picture of Boyd Rutherford at the bottom.
Yeah, it's not a bad site. I like it. Colors, not too
I guess
flashy.
some of these news articles are a little old.
Yeah, but I mean,
I didn't realize that, but it looks nice.
But they got all the pieces. The legislative watch, see all bills. They got Winsome Sears. They put in YouTube clips. I mean, this all it's kind of like if they were to put in clips of Dr. Politics or Direct Line in there.
And they are free to do that.
You know,
Just like I used to put clips in the news.
I know we used to be in the newsletter every Friday. We'd be at the very bottom. Would be Dr. Politics. I have a feeling you got some angry call.
You could go for Frederick County. They've already put a picture from this past convention on the front page. That's a good turnaround.
What is it, Frederick County GOP or FCGOP?
Yeah. No, Frederick. I can tell because Jesse Pitt is on the front.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm clearly the wrong site. I'll just Google it. Yeah, it is nice. They could have centered the picture better, but hey, it's still good. They just have the heads. Yeah. And I think. Oh, by the way, while we're deciding, everyone watching us on YouTube, smash the like button and leave a comment. It's for the YouTube algorithm. But I want to say I like them both. I think we give it to Frederick County.
Frederick County
and Howard County.
Hartford looks pretty good too.
Hartford, well, that's because of Liliana, I bet.
I wonder if Lily does do it. I don't know.
Wow, this is a lot hard. Last year, remember last year was really easy because, oh my, okay, I think Hartford's our winner. We got it. We got the winner here, Hartford County. Hartford County is the winner.
Okay.
Here's the site. And they're also using Nation Builder, by the way.
So you should bring up the screen.
I thought everybody didn't like it.
This is Howard County. Hartford County. Everything in one location. Look, they're actually using Nation Builder, and it's not a hideous looking site.
Yeah, whoever's doing it's doing a good job.
I would ding them on their logo not having a clear background.
That's true. They should. That's an easy fix.
Yeah, and this is Frederick County, which is.
Yeah, theirs is a bad.
More dynamic. I like that.
They should have centered this a little bit, and this is Howard County. 3 very good websites.
It's very clean.
If our winner of the worst county website, what's that?
Show the man Arundel.
Yeah. Sure. It's better than Montgomery County. But wasn't this site? This didn't look like this last year. You guys won the best award last year.
Yeah, yeah, we changed it. Not really. I don't know.
Is it that person doing it for you? But yeah, okay. I think Hartford wins. What do you guys think?
I'm good with that.
Congratulations, Hartford County.
And the others can be runner-ups.
Hey, yeah. Hey, Montgomery County, you might want to look at Hartford, Howard, or Frederick County to see how it's done, or even Anne Arundel County, see how it's done, how the right way to do a site is, But I tell you, a lot of these counties would do themselves a big favor if they would leave Nation Builder. Nation Builder costs money. Doing a site in WordPress would be so much more fun and easier to do for them.
I mean, I assume if you're, I don't know, if you're really doing Nation Builder, like some state parties do, and they really
North Carolina uses Nation Builder.
So does Vermont, and they use it. They use it a lot to fundraise. Because their fundraising emails go out through Nation Builder, I think, too. So if you're using it like that, where you're generating money, then it's probably worth it. But if it's just for hosting a website.
However, I think Nation Builder was never used to its fullest potential in Maryland, frankly.
I mean, I'm sure not. You have to be pretty technically savvy to, because even I had trouble even updating a website, Nation Builder.
It's done on Ruby on Rails 1. And good luck finding Ruby on Rails program that's going to do it for a low cost. It's not like WordPress where you can do everything relatively inexpensively. You could probably find some developer in some developing country to do the site for you, like design the site and build it for like $50 or more.
Yeah. What do we got? What's up next?
What do you have on your list?
Shoot, I lost it. I forwarded it to you too, Jeff.
Okay.
Website. Best worst club website.
Okay.
Who I want.
Okay, I will tell you the worst club website. It really pains me to say this, but it is. And I'll tell you why. And it's not. And the reason I don't like, I think the club site is horrible, is because of this. Let me share my screen, and I'll tell you, this is why I think this is the worst. What is this guy doing on a Women's Federation website? That's Joey B, President Joey B.
That's strange.
What is he doing on this site?
Yeah, I think that might. I don't know, Dwight. You might be giving Lily the best site and worst site awards.
No, she didn't do this one. This is Montgomery County's Women's Federation.
Oh, it's Montgomery County?
Yep. It's the Montgomery County Women's Federation.
Did they vote for him?
What's that?
Did they vote for Joe Biden?
I don't know. But they got a picture of him. And I don't know who thought that was a good idea. And these are all the Gordana Stefanelli people too. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And I am gonna say this is the best.
Trump and Joe Biden on it.
Yeah.
Doesn't make no
And
sense.
this is my favorite club site, but I don't think it's fair to give it 2 years in a row. And I don't even do this anymore. James and Adam do all the real work on it.
Are we nominating the Montgomery County Republican Club?
I mean, look at this. Look at this. We got our podcast information up here. You can subscribe to our newsletter. We got
perfect.
changing content every day or every couple of days. Our past podcasts.
Montgomery County Republican. Maryland.
And then we have this is all subject to change. I'm waiting for us to pick a speaker before I change stuff around.
Dwight, the club should start running some ads so it can overtake mcgop.com as the first thing that comes up.
It already does a lot of times. It actually used to do that. And look, I've added Nicole, added myself to the leadership. And look at this. We have the county chairs. I only chair
scroll back
new
up,
chair.
Dwight.
What's that?
Let's see. Oh, Eddie resigned.
Yeah,
I
know.
Did you put yourself on there?
Yes, I did.
I bet MDGOP doesn't even have that updated.
No, it's not. I'm actually...
I wonder who used to do that.
Ryan, I thought, did that. But this is our club site, you know. I tell you, you know who has a really good website?
I actually just checked out the Anne Arundel clubs that I could think of, wondering what they were going to be like, but they were actually pretty good.
Yeah. This is MFRW's site.
Vernon Park. MFRW's looks nice as long as they don't have Joe Biden on it.
No, this is the state federation.
Oh, I love that they're doing their thing in Davidsonville.
Are they? Oh, yes, they are.
Yeah, they're coming to my council district.
Yeah, I know Davidsonville. My old GMC Envoy broke down right outside, right before the bridge for Davidsonville exit off of
Oh, in
50.
PG County, or in the exit.
Yeah,
That's funny. I got a flat tire right at that exit once.
and my friend Dave Egley lives right there too. But I had to get towed all. I was going to actually an executive committee meeting when Alex was chairman. But look at this. They got their events. They got their
Yeah,
March
I'd say
events.
that's pretty. That's good.
I know. And which is your Anne Arundel County Club site?
The Severna Park women and just RWAC, the Republican women, both had pretty good ones. They weren't bad. We have a county-wide women's club, but it's more Annapolis based, and then there's a Severna Park women's club.
This is nice. This is really nice. I'll give them an honorable mention.
Okay. Yeah,
And I tell you
I
what,
was surprised. I wonder who does it. I wonder who does it for them. It looks nice.
I bet one of their members,
Oh, I'm sure.
you know. And I think MFRW gets the gold
So
for the
MFRW gets the gold, and
honorable mention to the
MFRW, as in Montgomery, gets the
MCFRW.
MCO. Okay.
They gotta have the C in there. The state federation has the best website. The county women's federation has the worst website. Yeah. So that's best and worst for clubs. And next on the docket is
Oh, you want me to look?
yeah, because I don't have it in front of me. That's why I'm asking you.
Says
Best
best
and
worst county
worst
party.
social media presence.
Okay, I want to say MDGOP had the best social media presence this year.
Yeah, they had a lot of good graphics.
I know. It's like they must have some designer from the gods come down from the heavens to just do the graphics for them. I particularly, I particularly love the Kwanzaa graphic the guy did.
Yeah, that was funny.
Although the Epiphany graphic is even better, though, I think, but the Kwanzaa graphic, Oh, speaking of,
What site
did
is
you
that?
click that? What's that?
What site is that?
MDGOP's Facebook page is Facebook. Here, I'll go there. Hold on. See, this is it, Jeff. I love the idea of having the elephant with a top hat on. I think that we had a version of him with a champagne glass, but we thought that might not be in good spirits. The New Year's graphic is really nice,
And what's
And
the guy with like this monocle? Oh no, the single. Get it
yeah,
open.
he doesn't have a monocle. The one there was one that was done where he had a monocle and a champagne glass or a martini glass. Actually, is what it looked more like.
Yeah, I'm fine
Happy
with giving it
Hanukkah.
I'm fine with giving it to MDGOP if you want. I feel like the
Yeah,
worst website should probably just be a united award to all the counties that don't have just don't do it.
but I mean, this is what look at this. The content keeps changing. You got a picture from the convention up already. Contact information.
Yeah, somebody was sitting right at the convention posting graphics of the people who won right as they happened.
Yeah, I know. It's like, look at this. I must say, you did a heck of a job. Excellent choice of the pictures, by the way.
I picked that one. You had the flags behind you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was actually at another state party. What's that?
I said I started to develop my pictures. I took them, but I haven't really done much with them yet. The holiday's been so busy.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. And while we're talking about Kwanzaa, here, hold on a second. I will bring it up in a second. And did you ever listen to that link I sent you with the Kwanzaa song from King of Queens?
Mm-mm.
Hold on a second. Let me pull it up. It's a short clip. Here we go. Let's share the screen and play it.
Under the tree, we'll all be jolly as we hang the holly. Good golly, that's Christmas! Christmas! Christmas to me!
Not bad, huh? Are you deaf? That was a train wreck. I thought it went okay. It's hopeless. Ah.
Light the menorah with my crazy Aunt Flora. I want a schnorrer! That's Hanukkah to me!
Thud. Those people love that dreidel song more than we thought.
Happiest time of the time. It's the
Hey, Jace, are you back? No, we lost your picture. You've lost picture.
So we love our Barry Bonza. He's so cool, just like the Fonza. Yeah! That's Kwanzaa! Yeah, Kwanzaa! That's Kwanzaa to me!
Did you catch that? Is that not funny or what? It is hilarious. But yeah, I mean, now back to our regularly scheduled program. After we did our King of Queens plug. Great show, by the way. Great show. Everybody should watch it. And what do we have? Next awards are.
Yeah, let's see. We already did website. We did best.
We also did. Yeah, we did the social media.
But this one says best and worst county chairman.
Oh yes.
So I feel like you want to do that one, and there's kind of a theme.
Yeah.
The worst.
I think the best chairman in the state of Maryland, Luann Riddell.
Yeah, Luann's good.
Luann's great. And I'm thinking if we had to do a runner-up, I'd say James Appel did a great job in Anne Arundel County.
I'll give James runner-up.
You know, we've got a lot of good chairs actually this year around. You know, we had
Jessica.
And I'll tell you this.
Harford County is good as well.
Yeah, Harford County, and I'll even tell you this. Even Dell didn't do a horrible job. Dell I'll give him an honorable mention. Montgomery County's new chair and chairman-elect. He did a good job. I mean, he has to deal with a bunch of clowns on that committee, and let me tell you.
I think they should rename the position chairman of the Montgomery County Central Committee to the speaker of the Montgomery County Central Committee. I think there's enough people where you could be the speaker instead of the chair.
I agree. You know, in high school, when we had our Republican club, we kept giving ourselves new titles because we had our Constitution said we had 4-week terms for the president with, you know, like the White House. Instead of 4 years, we had 4 weeks, and then you were term limited. So after this way, everyone got to be president of the club at one point. And so after you become president, you become chairman, you become chancellor. I think we ended with what's that?
You guys sound like
Emperor.
Russia, man. You just after Putin's president, he goes back to being prime minister. That sounds like what you all were doing.
No. We basically, it was more fun. We made emperor. We also had chancellor for the Trekkies out there, chancellor. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. You know. But yeah, I want to say now for.
Well, I'm glad Montgomery County gets one.
They get an honorable mention, yes. Honorable mention, Montgomery County. And like I said, James did a great job. I think Kathy Smero in Baltimore County did a great job as chair.
Mm-hmm.
I think, we had a lot of good leaders. And, Jennifer Boyd was not the chair in St. Mary's, but she did a heck of a job. And now she is chair, and I think she'll do a great job as well. Vincent Salmon, he was, where was he? He's like Talbot, right? Talbot?
Diesel.
Cecil, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Very good job there. And now it pains me a little bit to pick the worst chairman because we had some great. And I'll tell you what, it is. I had to say it. What's that county never sends anybody to the conventions?
Kent and Caroline.
Yeah, I'm going to give it to Kent County.
His name is Sean.
We had the convention in Ocean City. It's a day trip. It's like you going to Sandy Point from your house.
Yeah, maybe a little bit more than Sandy Point, but
okay, you going from one end of your county to the other, going out to Maryland Live.
If I go from, if I drive from the Baltimore border to the Calvert border, then it's quite a drive, which I did a lot during the election.
It's like, come on, it's in Ocean City. I can understand you guys not make, but here's the thing: Allegheny County makes it to Ocean City.
Well, a lot of the Kent and Caroline have, they always have vacancies, and I don't feel like. I feel like they should be able to find some Republican to do it.
I mean, those are like red counties.
If we find a Republican that lives in
Montgomery County, yeah,
Jessup that wants to do it in Anne Arundel County, then you should be able to find them pretty much anywhere.
Anne Arundel County?
Part of it.
I always thought it was like Howard County or something like that, or
it's
Howard
mostly
or PG.
Howard. It's one of the. It's like Laurel. It's like you can find some Laurel addresses in Anne Arundel County, I think too.
Brian Neiman grew up in that area, I think, because he used to talk when he was in MAL. He used to talk about growing up. No, he didn't grow up in that area. He grew up like in where he lives now, I think, which is like Davidsonville or something like that. But he was telling about playing baseball against Jessup, and he thought all the kids there were like the prisoners' kids on the Jessup team.
Well, that is where the prison is.
Yeah. Back in the 80s, they had a breakout. Like 17 of them were broke out of the Jessup prison. But yeah, so
I don't know if I can really. I'm trying to think. Now I can speak freely. I'm not working for the state party. I can just say who I don't like. But I'm trying to think of some chairman that truly was that bad, but I can't really think of one. I don't know.
But I think Kent County should get the chairman there just because you can't. If you can't get to a convention that's like 60 miles away from the farthest point in your county.
Let's see. I don't know, Dwight. It might not be that bad. I'm pulling it up on my phone. What's the Rock Hall is way down on a peninsula. So let's go Rock Hall to not from here because it's from here. It takes me an hour and a half. Let's go from Rock Hall to Ocean City. I bet it's going to be far. 2 hours and 16 minutes.
That's not that bad, actually. That's still a day trip because our convention started at 10.
Still a day trip because I can make. I mean, I from here can make a day trip to Ocean City.
Yeah, but why would you want to go there just for a day? You want to be there for a couple of days.
We used to do that when I was a kid. My mom we would leave early here, go to Ocean City, and then at night we would just drive back home. Every once in a while. It wasn't that often.
And every 10 minutes, little Jace would go, "Are we there yet? Are we there yet?"
Mm-hmm.
And your mom would say, why did I just give him the Benadryl?
Yep.
But now I think, the fact that they can't get to the convention. Kent County used to come to the conventions when Grant Helvey was on the committee and stuff like that.
I just remember, I think it was like Tatiana used to be the only one that would come.
Oh, Tatiana.
She would come and yell at us.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. She yelled at everyone. Was she also Serbian or was she Ukrainian? Because she was Eastern European, I think. You know.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. Something. Yeah.
Oh, we got somebody in the chat. That,
Hot girls
Yeah.
here, free.
oh, jeez. That is one thing I don't like about YouTube. You get a lot of those hackers that come in. So, okay, nobody important in this chat.
Okay, let's see. You have a rising and a falling star. That's your next. That's your next
Okay.
award.
Well, I think we'll get to the falling star because I think I think we're all going to be in crazy agreement on the falling star. Rising stars. We got 3 rising stars. I think in our state Republican organization. Garrett Zayner being one of them.
Oh, Garrett, yeah.
Corinne Frank. Actually, since you're the host, I'll give you an honorable mention, Jason.
Oh, I can get an honorable mention.
Yes.
You're just naming all the washed up state party staffers.
Bradley Lang is another one. But there can only be one, like the Highlander, right? Ryan.
No, Ryan's moving to North Carolina. He doesn't get it.
Okay. He's cutting and running. Bradley Lang, I mean, Leo Thuman. I mean, we got some great talent in the party right now. Matthew Foldy, but I mean, he's already, he's still rising. I mean, Matthew Foldy's another one that could get this award. You got Maria Sophia, you got Jackie Saxton, you got Tori. It's definitely going places, I think. You know who else? Chris Tomlinson. That's what I want to give it to because Chris Tomlinson got elected.
That's a good one to give it to. He got man
He's
of
one
the
of
year
our-
at the convention. So
And he's a doctor that made it to the state house.
he is the first Dr. Politics contributor to get elected to
Yeah.
something real. Actually, no,
Well,
he's not the first. Reed was
Novotny.
the delegate first.
Yeah.
So, and
He's
Reed
the
was
second.
kind of a doctor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Reed used to do the show. You know who else used to do the show? Neil Parrott.
Neil did Dr. Politics. I thought he
He
just
did-
did
he,
direct.
like,
I thought
he
he
did
just
it, like,
did
in a-
direct line like a bunch.
No, he did Dr. Politics once or twice back when we were in the studio. He'd come in.
Oh,
When we
okay.
were in studios, we had a lot of fun. We
He
could.
was running for Congress. He had to come down to Montgomery County
Mm-hmm.
and see all you guys.
Back in those days, the shows would sometimes go for 2 hours or more. When we were taping them when we were recording them live from the headquarters there. We had a green screen and everything there.
Oh, Craig said Mason Carter. That's probably another good person.
That is true. Mason, Mason is good. I mean,
Why don't we
Chris
name
gets-
him? Why don't we name him and Chris co
yes, exactly. Mason Carter and Delegate Chris Tomlinson.
and Councilman Carter.
Yes, Councilman Carter. That's right. And honorable mentions goes to Garrett Zayner, Corinne Frank, Bradley Lang, Jason Trott, Tori Laird. Anyone I'm missing?
No.
Okay.
Who's the falling star? That's something.
Okay.
There's probably a lot.
Let's start with the most. Do you want to start with the most obvious, or
So what do you call? What's your definition for a falling star?
someone who's
Because I
reached
feel
their
like they had to
pinnacle?
be a star to begin with.
Yeah.
That is true. A falling star would be somebody like somebody who's been there, been around, been in the office, so to speak. And I think somebody, or somebody, like because the other one would be more of a splash in the pan type, or flash in the pan, however the saying goes.
That's your next award.
Yeah, I know, and that's who's getting the one we all think we're giving it to. The falling star. I want to say falling star. Let me tell you. I think whose star is falling is, and this is our first Democrat we're giving this to. I think Dutch Ruppersberger's star is falling. as well as my county executive, Mark Elric, and frankly, I don't know which one to give it to, Dutch or Mark. I think Mark Elric, he's done. He goes. No, he's term limited, so he doesn't get to run for county exec again. And he's not gonna. He's not gonna be governor. He's not gonna be anything. He's just gonna be. It's like actually, no. Hans Riemer gets my falling star award. Hans Riemer.
Okay, that's all right. That's a good falling star. I'll agree with you. He kind of lost out of nowhere.
Although Westmore may hire him for something in his administration, may make him like something. And actually, I'm going to give another falling star, Tom Hucker, because I got blamed for him losing.
You also were going after him.
Yeah, I know. I was the reason he lost the primary.
Yep.
Nobody expected him to lose that primary too, which is funny when everyone counts that large. And as what I've been told through the grapevine and sources is that damn Dwight Patel put up those signs of me voting for the gas tax increase. I didn't vote for a gas tax increase. I voted to tie inflation to the gas tax. And he goes, we had 10 years where the gas tax didn't go up at all. He put that pictures of me with $5 gas, like I was responsible for $5 gas.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, Tom Hucker and Hans Riemer are my choices.
Right. Those are both good because they've been around for a while and kind of fell off.
Yeah. Splash in the pan.
Yeah. What do you think for that?
I think, boy, there's a lot to choose from here. Wow. Mike Peruka. He won the primary. Central committees around the state paid him to do his courses on the Constitution. Mike Peruka.
Okay, that's a good
actually,
one.
him, and actually, I could also give an honorable or dishonorable mention to Herb McMillan.
Yeah, but he didn't win anything.
Yeah, I know. He's already fallen from grace, so to speak.
Yeah, we could have gave him falling star, but whatever, it doesn't matter.
He'll be our Republican Falling Star Award winner. Herb. Actually, for Herb, I think we might actually want to make a plaque and have it delivered.
Yeah, that would be cool.
It's probably the biggest trophy he's ever won in his life, too. But so who are your thoughts?
I like Peruka. I mean, for the same reason you said Peruka, you could probably also name like Cox, but I'd rather give the award to Peruka.
Yeah, Mike Peruka.
I don't know.
Actually, there's yeah.
I don't know if Peruka will ever do anything ever again. I don't know. I feel like enough people realize.
Oh, he'll probably run for AG. He might run for AG again.
It would really suck if he was our nominee again.
Yeah. You know who should be our nominee in 4 years for AG?
Well, it should have been
Westmore. What's his name? Wes Adams.
We all begged Wes Adams to run for state's attorney. He didn't want to do it.
He didn't want that job back?
Well, he's probably smart for not doing it because he would have lost because everybody lost in Anne Arundel County.
Yeah. Although Nate Volke, he won. He ran unopposed, though, right?
He was unopposed.
Is he Jessica's district? Is that what he?
No, he was
already. He was already on the council. Did we held Jessica's district, right?
What's that?
Jessica's district was held, right? We didn't lose that seat.
Yeah, but councils. it's really trending the wrong way.
Really?
Yeah, because it's
So I guess South County is not the best part of the county anymore, huh?
No, it has a lot of Crofton, and we're just getting crushed in Crofton.
Yeah. But yeah, so that is Mike Peruka is my flash in the pan.
I think that's a good. I think that's a good. Can't talk. Good.
And if And if I want to give it to a Democrat, Brooke Learman. Brooke
You think
Learman
so?
is not.
She could probably be
I don't think
comptroller for the rest. She could probably be comptroller for the rest of her life if she'd like to.
I don't think so. I think she'll be challenged by somebody else in 4 years.
She's probably like 40 years old, roughly, so she could
Yeah.
be comptroller.
She could be
until-
Louis Goldstein.
Yeah, she could
She
be
could-
comptroller until the 2060s or something.
Well, Louis Goldstein at the Clinton inaugural, he goes, I remember the first presidential inaugural I went to, Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
Uh-huh.
He went to the FDR, and he said he was talking about how he went to every single one, even Republican inaugurations he'd go.
Yeah,
But
I don't
as
know.
our-
I don't know if
as
I
our
agree with that
conversation-
one. I don't know. Because Brooke Learman, maybe she'll break the mold and run.
By the
for
way,
something else.
you heard of the curse of the Bambino, right? You've heard of
What's
the
that?
curse of the Bambino. The Red Sox not getting to the World Series because they've been cursed for trading Babe Ruth.
Uh-huh.
Maryland has a similar curse. It's called the curse of the lieutenant. Lieutenant governors never make it to becoming governor. I don't think we've ever had that.
I don't think one ever has, right?
Yeah, Mickey Steinberg, Harry Hughes is lieutenant governor, ran and lost the primary. And then 4 years later, he ran for attorney general.
Mm.
I don't even remember who William Donald Schaefer's lieutenant governor was. Oh, KKT. No, that was Glenn Dennings. Who was Schaefer's lieutenant governor? He was such an overarching character. Nobody paid attention to lieutenant governor at that point. But yeah, I think it might be Anthony. What's his name? Our attorney general, former lieutenant governor Anthony Brown, because he's never going to be governor.
Yeah, but he can be attorney general for the rest of his life if he wants.
That is true too. That is true.
Yeah, none of these guys have ever been guys and girl have never been governor. So
But okay, so we'll if we think of another Democrat by the end of the show. So next on the list we have is
destined to political oblivion.
Oh yes, that's that's an easy. That's an easy one. Political oblivion. Anyone that ran in Montgomery County for state level offices, except maybe Dr. Nice.
Yeah,
And that's not fair. That's not fair. They were being the French Resistance. The fact they ran lousy campaigns doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, you shouldn't crap on them for running and losing. Although I don't know, did
running and losing. Running a lousy campaign is what I'm.
Did they know that was going to be the result?
Some of them, no.
You do
Actually,
have
I
a
hate
lot
to
of
say
people who don't realize that.
That is one thing. That is, and by the way, and that is
not
the
running
job
to
of the
win.
candidate recruitment people to let them know, hey, you're going to be cannon fodder, but this is the
People
same.
are so sensitive though, because I've told people that you're not going to win if you run.
Yeah.
It's
like when you were going to run for registrar of wills. Did you have any illusions of winning that seat? Probably not.
Maybe it was clerk of the court, but no, I'm glad I didn't, because guess what? I would have lost just like everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, you won your election.
That's true. I did win. I can win a central committee election at least.
I mean, it's better than I can do.
Yeah, but give it time. Give it time. There'll be vacancies on the Howard County Committee at some point. There always are. And so, who would you give the award to? Political oblivion.
That's another one we could give to Herb, probably.
Yeah.
Although I hope
that's what I was thinking.
I hope he doesn't run for anything else.
I mean, can he afford to run for office?
I mean, that was his I think fourth or fifth all-time loss, because he's lost.
Really?
Yeah, he lost a bunch of races back in the day.
Ah, yes, Ben Cardin. There you go.
I wonder if old Ben's going to finally retire in 2 years.
I tell you, if he retires, and this is going to be free for all amongst Democrats, everybody will want that job. It's like when the last time we had an open Senate seat was when Mac Mathias stepped aside. and that was the year Barbara Mikulski. I mean, Harry Hughes ran, Mike Barnes ran. You had like every
There's always a free
Democrat.
for all for the Senate seats because when Cardin ran in 06, there was a free for all between Mfume and Cardin, and then 8 years ago or
When
12 years, however
Mikulski,
many years ago, when Mikulski left, you had Van Hollen and Donna Edwards, and I don't know. I feel like there was at least one other notable.
there was probably at least more than that. I mean,
You had two. I mean, the thing is, the theme is that like you always seem to have two sitting members of Congress go for the Senate seat, which means you open up two congressional seats in the same.
well, let me tell you,
cycle,
if that
too.
Senate seat opens, Jamie Raskin's going to be running for that. I can
It's
see.
going to be Raskin versus Trout, maybe, or Raskin
Yeah.
versus Sarbanes, or all three. Because that's the
And by the way, Kwesi and Fume may jump in too, so it might be all 5 Democrats that are elected.
That would be fun. Maybe all of them run. Maybe Steny retires, and that's it. And then we can
pick up his congressional seat.
we can pick up all those congressional seats. I'll if that happens, I'll run for Steny's seat.
Does his seat come into your district, or well, it doesn't matter actually.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, he has all of Southern Anne Arundel and Crofton.
I remember when he only had PG County.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
so
Well,
next
that
on our
he's always
list.
had like St. Mary's too, but it doesn't matter.
Next on our list.
Let's see.
Who do we give this?
Self-
we gave this to Herb.
Yeah, that's good to me. Shameless self-promoter.
There's a lot to come to mind. As in a shameless self-promoter, I would say, and I give this award with love. I'd say, a shameless self-promoter. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's not like something to be bad about. But there's a couple of people. Some of our friends fit into that category too. I think shameless self-promoter. Did I say that out loud?
Oh, yeah. All right, we can quietly give it to him.
But actually, no, real shameless self-promoter.
How many trips?
I would have to say.
We give it
What's
to
that?
whoever makes the most trips to New Hampshire in a year.
Actually, I would say, I hate to say it, but what's her name? Nothing against her. The woman that ran in 7. You know what I'm talking about.
Clayson?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but she didn't really do anything this past year. I mean, she didn't run.
That is true. That's true. That would have been an award for her 2 years ago.
Because now this past year, all she did was the radio show. I don't feel like you heard from her that much. Unless you keep up.
She's the next Oprah Winfrey. Oprah came out of Maryland too. She
Really?
was on Channel 13 or something like that. But shameless self-promoter. There's a lot of people that come to mind, but I don't necessarily give it to them because a lot of them are friends of ours. You know what I'm talking about too. Let's do this. Shameless self-promoter. I want to say it has to be, and this is where we're going to give it to a Democrat, who is the most shameless of shameless self-promoters I would have to say, is any Democrat that ran for governor this cycle, frankly.
Yeah. That's good. Because I thought from the beginning, it was going to be Westmore that was going to win the primary.
I thought it was going to be Perez, and that's why I was thinking where Perez
that's your Montgomery
versus
County.
Kelly. No. Perez, also, he's very woke, and people thought Westmore was too right-wing. Yeah, I know. Just think.
I don't think he's right-wing at all.
No, he's not. I know, but these people think Dutch Ruppersberg was right-wing too.
Yeah, that's true. These are probably the same people who say Will Smith is a conservative.
Yeah. But
Won't let us pass.
or Will Jawando. By But
Yeah.
he is actually he should get the shameless self-promoter. He ran for county council at large. Instead of doing the business of council, he decided to go on a book tour about his book. I want to say his book he had a title very similar to Barack Obama's book. Barack Obama's book was like Dreams of My Father or something like that. Or something like that was his book, Barack's book. And I want to say Will Jowando's book was like Visions of My Father or something like that.
Hmm.
But that's, but I think Will Jowando fits that award of shameless self-promoter.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Okay, next.
Let's check it out. Most and least valuable Republican.
Okay, least valuable Republican. I'll say it. Cox Schiafinelli. And Schiafinelli gets
Okay.
that award.
Yeah, I would agree giving it to her because she doesn't really bring anything to the table. I don't think,
Mm-hmm.
except complaining and late paperwork.
2 hours late.
I mean, even Cox endorsed her opponent in her race. So,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Dan Cox,
what does that tell you?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's true. Most valuable, and I might be a little biased when I say this because he's an old friend of mine, and I think he truly, truly, truly did a great job, is a tie between Jerry DeWolf, who did excellent work for Republicans.
He did. I'm glad I'm sad he stepped away, but
I know, it's a shame.
he's earned the time. I think he's.
And the other person is Dirk Hare. Dirk Hare did fun. No, I tell you, a lot of people don't understand all the things Dirk did behind the scenes. Or like if the
I would
party was
wager
short.
to say that pretty much most everybody doesn't really know what being state party chair is about.
Yeah, the
You
fact
can
that
really
Dirk
tell
would,
when somebody thinks the state party is like a cash cow, and you're gonna get
salaries.
paid. Um,
But I tell you, and what I thought was the most telling is the fact that Dirk was not afraid to go into his own savings, his own money, his own treasures to keep the lights on months when we were short.
he did do that. Yeah.
And that's something not many chairmen would do that. I think so. Jerry and Dirk Dirk gets an honorable mention. Jerry gets the award, I think.
Okay, I like that.
Jeff, any thoughts?
Yeah, I don't really know.
Well, Dirk, Jerry. You met Jerry a couple of times.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think like Ray Serrano, and is a great resource to Howard County. So
Ray Serrano, yeah. Dr. Breacher, another one of our doctors. Dr. Breacher.
So I don't know. I don't. Unfortunately, I think kind of Dwight, you are much more in. You too, Jason. A lot more in the scene of the politics stuff. I'm trying to get into it.
Now that you're on the tech committee, you're going to be in the middle of all this stuff.
Well, that's the thing is I generally like being behind the scenes and helping out stuff. So I'm kind of bad with names and such. I love helping and supporting people, but when it comes to remembering people,
the hate is
I remember their faces, but I'm not one of those people who can shake your hand once and remember who you are 6 months later. So
yeah, that was you like everyone right now. You don't dislike anyone. Everyone's really a good person. Those will change. Those perceptions will change.
I don't know. I mean, I don't even dislike my ex, so I mean, it's hard for me to dislike anyone.
Give it time. Right, Jason? Jason used to like everyone, too. Before Jason was on the Central Committee, when he was just an intern for the state party. Were you on the Central Committee when you were an intern, or no?
Yeah, I was on the committee before anything.
And Jason liked everybody, and...
Yeah, can't say that today.
Next we
I'll
have...
put it this way, when it comes to, I can probably dislike people's actions. As far as, the people themselves, I think everyone, has their own reasons for doing things. And I don't know anyone who's like truly selfish enough that they, don't care about anyone, but themselves.
Jeff, you are truly a very good Christian. You like everyone. Everyone is your brothers and sisters in the eyes of God. You're a very good Christian. If we gave Christian of the Year award, I think Jeff would get it, right, Jason?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah. But next on our docket is...
Oh, let's see. Almost done. We're almost at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Congressional Legislator of the Year.
That has to... Let me tell you, Congressional Legislative Year, I'll tell you who that goes to. It could be... That could be nationally, so I think...
National or state?
National.
Okay.
I would say, if we call the Andy Harris Award, we just give it to him every year.
No, that's for Maryland. No, but I'm like, seriously, if you look at it nationally,
if we didn't go nationally, that's what it would be. It would just be the Andy Harris Award. We just give it to him every year.
We might, if we were crazy, give it to Helen Bentley. Posthumously give it to Helen Bentley. She was a tough old bird, by the way, Helen Bentley.
Yeah, well, I've heard kind of heard a lot of stories.
She had an antique shop over in Baltimore County, and she was hanging with people there too. Ray would tell me the story. He believed she wanted like $30. She wanted $30 for this lamp. The lamp was used; it was old, and she wanted. Ray actually said, "It's old and used like you are, Helen." But I want to say, I think the best. I want to say.
I mean, you could do the easy. You could do the easy one and say, give it to McCarthy since he was the leader when we went back to the House.
Mm-hmm. That is true. But I want to say, I think I know he's one of the 20, but I think Jim Jordan.
Is he one of the 20 though? Because
No, he's not.
He's not one of the 20. He's been nominated a bunch of times.
Jim's been really good.
McCarthy.
And what I like about Jim Jordan is he will speak at Lincoln Day dinners all across the land.
He's done them in Maryland, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
But he gets a lot of bonus points for that.
Yeah, I think he's done like 3 dinners, I think, in Maryland. And he's always worn that yellow tie.
He's definitely done Calvary. He's definitely done.
If he does another dinner, I'm going to take him a NASA tie and give it to him. Just something different. He did a great job. I think, Jim Jordan, he's actually shepherded through legislation and done stuff, I mean, Kevin McCarthy's the easy pick, it's like that's the lazy pick,
That's why I threw it out there, because I didn't really know who else to give it to.
And Jim has been kind to Maryland also. Hey, speaking of McCarthy, if you want to get this award next year, a little hint, if you do a couple of Lincoln Day dinners in this state, you're shoo-in for this award next year, Mr. Speaker.
Sure. He's got a lot. I mean, he's got a lot going on right now. I think they're coming back at 10.
Yes. Then the white smoke will be billowing out of the Capitol building chimneys, hopefully. But yeah. I want to give it to Jim Jordan. You guys' thoughts?
That's fine with me.
Okay.
I like that.
Now we have do we have least effective member of Congress?
We don't.
Okay.
You can throw it out there if you want.
Yeah, Matt Gaetz.
Yeah, okay. I think pretty much the whole world would probably agree with you on that.
Except Matt Gaetz. Matt Gaetz is fundraising over this whole thing. That is just sad. I got a fundraising email from him today. Or was it a text? I forget which one it was. Yeah. And it was a different one than the one we saw the other day. Help me stand up Big Pharma.
The one Ryan so kindly responded to.
By the way, Big Pharma, I mean, he's using Democrat talk. Big Pharma. That's what the Democrats called pharma. Stand up to Big Pharma, Big Tech, Big this, Big that. It's like, yeah. That gets.
Okay. That's
Honorable mention to Miss Boebert, Congresswoman Boebert.
Yeah, they're kind of together.
She
So you
should be
got State
supporting.
Legislator of the Year.
Oh, State Legislative Year. Oh, that's an easy one. Nick Kipke.
Okay. You could see that's kind of one you could give it to Nick probably every year though, because Nick passes a lot of bills for a Republican.
True. Reed Novotny passed several key bills dealing with technology and stuff like that. Let's give it to Reed. Reed Novotny. I like Reed.
Okay, I like Reed too.
Sorry, Nick.
I feel like we probably gave it to Nick before. Nick will be
We
fine.
probably have. We probably
I'm
have.
sure it'll be fine.
You know. And
Do we have a worst? We don't have a worst, but do you have a worst?
yes, I do.
Is it worst Democrat or is it worst Republican? Worst Republican's pretty easy, actually.
Yeah. You go first. I think we don't agree.
Rick and Palaria getting
Yes. Former delegate
indicted
Rick
or
and
whatever.
Palaria. Yeah.
That's pretty bad.
Former delegate Rick and Palaria.
Is he former? I don't think he ever
Did he lose?
actually resigned.
I thought he lost.
Oh, he did lose.
He lost
But
the
he's
primary,
still,
right?
he's still a delegate until next Wednesday. So
Okay, yeah. Okay. Delegate in Polaria.
yeah, that's pretty bad. Going to jail. That's a quick way to get at least.
You know, the last convention we had that was crazy as this past one was 2011. That's when we went to LCD voting.
Uh-huh.
And that was the one where Rick and Polaria's brother was on the Harford County Central Committee.
He's had a lot of relatives on that committee.
I know. Oh, he's got other relatives there?
I thought his son or something.
His mom was a reporter for the Dundalk Times or something like that, or the Dundalk paper. But I met the guy that owns the Essex Times through Ray Kroll. He wanted me to build him a website. I asked him which does he goes, I like the Washington Post. I go, yeah, I can build you some of that. And then I told him it's going to be about, he wanted to site like the Washington Post. I said, about $20,000, give or take, a couple thousand. He goes, I don't want to pay that. I go, what would you like? He goes, well, I don't even want to pay $2,000, but I might pay $2,000. I'm like, well, you're not going to get the Washington Post style website for $2,000,
Yeah, everybody wants a nice website for free.
Yeah, he's a Republican too, by the way, the Essex Times owner. He might not even be around anymore, though. But, yeah, Rick and Palaria gets the worst.
Yeah,
or least effective.
One.
No. And did I add this year the best podcast?
You did not.
Well, there's only 3 podcasts to choose from: our show, Direct Line, and the Duckpins podcast.
Yeah, well, I think Brian kind of stopped doing the Duckpin one. So.
Oh, did he? Okay, so it's just between us or Direct Line.
Yeah. I think you give it.
And I'll give it to Direct Line. I'll give it to
to
Direct Line because it'd be pretty sad if we gave ourselves this award.
Yeah, well, Direct Line's a good show. We interview, Direct Line interviews everybody.
Yeah, we had Dan Cox, Gordana.
Right.
We had Jessica. We had I'm trying to think who else we had. We've had Eurypsy. We had
Bob Ehrlich,
Governor Allen, Governor Gilmore, Governor Ehrlich, Governor Walker, Governor McCrory. I think who I want to get this year is the former governor of Pennsylvania, the Republican.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, get him on the show. Because I tell you, former governors, what are they doing these days? Working at a think tank or stuff like that.
I'm just waiting to see how long it takes for you to get Larry Hogan on Direct Line.
Yeah. Dirk has done our show a couple times, actually.
Yeah, Dirk did it.
Yeah, you're one of the co-hosts, so you still get the credit on there for co-host on the direct line.
It's been a while since I've co-hosted. Well, a lot of you always ask me on the first Wednesday episode, and I've always we always have our 4-hour Central Committee meetings at that time. But
You know what
maybe
you
I'll
guys
just
should do?
stop doing that to direct line
Do you,
instead. It's probably
do you guys have
better.
a lot of people that do question? Is it long? Does it go long because people have long-winded questions and comments?
Like to the public, or just people who just have questions that don't need to be
No, in the
asked?
at your Central Committee meetings, do people just talk to hear themselves talk?
Yeah,
Like,
definitely. Yeah,
you need
there's
to
definitely.
adopt. You need to adopt
I'll
speed
tell you what.
dating rules.
When James and I would, because if James missed a meeting, I was the vice chair, so I ran the meeting. James and I never had a meeting go like over an hour and a half. Maybe we start at 7, so maybe we would end at 9 if we had a lot to do, but
Mhm.
not this 10:30, 10:45 business.
That's past a lot of people's bedtimes. I'm sure you have people that just walk out.
I walked out this last week. I left at 10, or I left at 9:45 or something.
What do you guys meet at Glory Days?
No, we've been meeting at some nights at Columbus building in Severna Park, but we're not meeting there anymore because we don't want to spend money, but we don't have any other options. So I don't know what.
Actually, if you guys want to meet at the DoubleTree, they've got a private room in the restaurant. You can use that.
Yeah, but our committee they want a free place to meet.
It is free. You just have to. Some people have to buy for dinner or something like that. You can't tell me that two people would not buy dinner for themselves.
I don't know.
I
I don't know if I'll go next month. Maybe I'll wait and.
Well, I
figure
know who
out.
probably let you use a room for free. It's Ben and Napoli.
Oh,
They got
that's
that.
true.
They got that
Yeah,
side
but I don't
room.
want to go to Pasadena. I don't want to drive an hour.
That is a haul.
Meeting.
But anyways, next on our list we have anything? Are we done?
You just have a last one: Republican/conservative man and woman of the year.
Okay. Conservative/Republican man of the year. I want to say it has to go to Governor Ehrlich.
Yeah, he did a
He ran around the state for
he did a
every
lot of stuff
candidate.
that he didn't have to and shouldn't have
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, he did 3 fundraisers for me, or 2.
yeah.
And that's a haul coming out from Anne Arundel County to Montgomery County.
Yeah.
I think he should definitely get the man, Republican and conservative of the year. Frankly,
Yeah, I like that. That's a good idea. He stepped up when nobody else wanted to.
and I tell you, you know who gets the woman of the year? Very active. She ran for Congress. She gave up a safe radio show. Eurypsy Morgan. She didn't have to run for Congress. So she had her platform with her daily show on WCBM, and I think she should get
WBA.
it. BAL.
WBA.
Okay.
She was a little bit more.
We need to get on WBAL, by the way. We need to get the more, is that the one with C4 or is that CBM?
Yeah.
That's got C.
Yeah, no, that's the one with C4.
BAL used to be a great station. They used to have Chip Franklin on in the mornings.
Maybe we can convince them to be like. Maybe we can be the overnight. We can be the overnight show.
Well, that's how the sports junkies got started. They used to do overnight radio.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we just changed the name to Political Junkies.
That's not a bad. Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Eventually, we'll get so many listeners listening at 3:00 in the morning that we'll move up.
You'd be surprised how Larry King used to have an overnight radio show, and he would be on from 1 a.m. to 5 or something like that. And he would, you could not get through to him if you tried to dial up. You think, who's up at 2 a.m.? Yeah. You know that show Coast to Coast AM?
Yes.
With George Norrie?
Yes.
Okay. That show is overnight. And that show is like a 5-hour show. And good luck getting on that show too. I mean, you'd be surprised how many people out there think they see Bigfoot, ghosts, Goat Boy. Rabbit Man, and all sorts of other stuff. They had the guy that wrote the book Haunted Maryland. That's where I learned about Seven Hills Road in Howard County, where you hit the seventh hill at midnight. Hey, Susan. Yeah, George Norrie's a good guy. But Seven Hills Road, evidently they say if you hit the seventh hill at midnight, a ghost SUV or ghost truck comes and starts chasing you up and down until you get off the road. And there's like this dorm in Towson that's haunted. And evidently some freshman there committed suicide.
No,
Yes, I know. Yes, Art Bell is a Maryland guy. He graduated from the University of Maryland. He went to the Glenn L. Martin School of Engineering.
Interesting.
Yeah. Glenn L. Martin of Martin Marietta was from Maryland, too. That's why we have Martin State Air Park, which used to be the original Friendship Airport, which is now BWI. Because BWI still had the Friendship name even in the 70s. I think it changed in the 80s to BWI. But
I think so.
I think we're at, so no more topics. We're at final thoughts, I guess, now.
That's it.
Okay, final thoughts time. We can say anything we want, offend anyone, if we haven't offended enough people tonight, Ed. Final thoughts.
That's
Let's start
okay,
with Jeff.
Dwight. In Montgomery County, the only person you're gonna make mad is Montgomery County, and
Yeah, I know they voted.
Yeah,
Yeah, they voted
they didn't
27
vote for
against.
you anyway.
Exactly, 27. And what's funny? Somebody from Montgomery County came to you didn't put any Rice Krispie treats on our table. And I'm like, no, you had treats. You all get one each. You don't get a. I go, but if you want more, there's a box over there. And the person took the whole box over.
That's all right.
But-
We made it up with 15 votes from Anne Arundel. You were the only vote we were unanimous on.
I know. I was pleasantly surprised by that one. I thought I'd at least lose one or two.
I didn't know what people were going to do. We have a lot of people in Anne Arundel that just, are different to be different.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
So that was good. That was one unanimous vote.
And then we also got.
People thought because I worked for the state party that my agenda was to get Nicole Harris elected, but really my agenda was to get Dwight elected. I didn't really care about the others.
And Nicole was for all intents. No, she did have an opponent, Tim Baker.
Yeah, but she won by a lot. So
yeah, and but I just think it's funny. I really was close to saying, "How many of you guys going to be voting for me?" It costs money for these Rice Krispie treats. Don't come free. I gave a box to the people working at registration. But that pizza was really good there. I don't know if you had their pizza. It's not a 10. It's about a solid 7. Their pizza there.
That's good to know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'll ever get back to live. I don't know if we'll ever. You think we'll ever do another convention?
Well, you know what I said at lunch, right? We're all waiting for that. When that happens, we'll be back there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so, final thoughts, Jeff.
Yeah, I was trying to think of anything profound to say this just off the year.
Any New Year's resolutions, Dr. Jeff?
Well, just a standard stay healthy, lose weight, be a better person, be more organized. I'm going. I think I mentioned before, but I'm taking college classes, so that's going slowly. So hopefully that will continue on. Trying to take courses while you're working is always a challenge. I certainly expect all the individuals who are pursuing adult education to further themselves, because that is definitely a challenge to do. So beyond that, I don't know. I just hope everyone has a great year, and we'll see what the year brings. And I'm excited to see the possibilities. And like as Dwight mentioned, being on the tech committee, I'm hopeful that I'm going to be able to be of help and upcoming
bring some of these websites into the 21st century.
Yep. So.
Yeah. And by the way, I broke my resolution of not emptying the dishwasher at all this year because the maid didn't come, so I had to empty the dishwasher myself. And I had to load the
Tough
dishwasher.
living.
I know I had to load the dishwasher myself. You know how long it's been since I've actually done that on my own?
I don't know.
Because
How long has it been, Dwight?
when I was a kid, I hated unloading the dishwasher and loading the dishwasher, frankly. It's just that and setting the table. Those two things I hated to do. I just never liked doing it. But anyways, Jason, final thoughts.
Uh, you know, I enjoyed my time working for the state party. I'm glad I am done. Now I can be on Dr. Politics every week. No, I'm just kidding.
There you go.
Now I can speak more freely, which is nice. um, so yeah, I don't
For
have any
shame,
other-
Susan. That's how you get dishpan hands.
And when we're done with the show, I have to go put the dishes away. So
Yeah, but can you imagine life before the dishwasher? Like when people used to do dishes by hand.
my great grandmother who watches the show sometimes, they don't have they have never had a dishwasher at their house.
Hmm.
So
But it's probably your great grandmother's probably the generation. Well, a dishwasher can't possibly wash the dishes as nice as I can.
probably, I don't know.
And, and modern dishwashers have gotten so much better. You don't even really rinse them. I still do. Well, the maid does, but
Well,
when I have
some
to,
dishwashers they say not to because then there's nothing for the soap to cling on to or something.
really.
Yeah.
By the way, I am on my third dishwasher. Dishwasher is just built to like crap out in 5 years, so 4 to 5 years.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, what's your final? Or Dwight, did you already do your final thoughts? Was it the
No, I've not done my final thoughts because I usually have more than one thought. So if you have any multiple thoughts, But here's the thing. The other thing I do want to do is really build up the Maryland Pizza Club. I think it's a good avenue to attract non-Republicans and kind of we bring them into the club, and we're going to be getting some Maryland Pizza Club merch.
Okay,
Actually,
that'll be
we
good.
need Dr. Politics merch. What do you think? Would you wear a Dr. Politics T-shirt?
Yeah, I thought you were getting some a while ago.
Yeah, then I decided not to. I thought about getting. Because I got a bunch of stickers made. I think I might even have them around here somewhere.
When you Google Maryland Pizza Club, our Maryland Pizza Club is the first thing to come up.
Seriously?
Yeah, so there you go. You got 5 pizza places on here already. You've been to all 5 of these?
Well, no, those are that's my top 5. Pizza John, I added that on there.
Pizza John's, which I've never been to, but people always say it's good.
It was not bad. Only thing I didn't like about it is we had to go and get our own pizza. There was no like wait staff.
See, I'm perfectly fine with that.
Really?
I think you're a little too chain centric.
Not chains. Stained Glass Pub's not a chain.
Three Brothers is though.
No, there's only like one now. And the one I like is the original one in Beltway.
It's a dying chain.
It's the one in Beltway Plaza is the one I like. That's the original one.
There used to be Three Brothers in Annapolis.
Yeah. That was like, was it in the mall or was it like somewhere?
It was in the Riva. It was kind of by DoubleTree.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, and Chewy's came in there, I think.
Yeah, and then Chewy's left really fast, and yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we had a state party convention there, and I said, "Oh, let's just go to Chewy's, right?"
Uh-huh.
And
It was gone, probably.
Yeah.
Chewy's was only there for like, I don't even know if it was there for a year.
Do you remember what's his name? The old College Federation president who just up and left. I can't think of his name. The guy before Chris Toms. But anyways, him, Jason Stein, Jackie.
Dude, I don't remember. I'm blanking on his name.
So we ended up going instead of Chewy's. I mean, it looked like it was open, but they were just taking all the stuff out of there. And they're still around in Florida, by the way, Chewy's.
Mm-hmm.
But if we ever did like a Tex-Mex restaurant. There's only one place that is the best Tex-Mex restaurant. Taco
Oh,
Bell.
with Taco Bell. Chevy's is good. We talked about that today.
Yeah, but there's only like one Chevy that I know of. It's in Greenbelt.
There's a Chevy's in right down the street from Double T.
Oh,
It's
really?
on route. Yeah.
Huh. Maybe next time we have lunch with the Gov, we'll go there.
I'm looking at this other. We have a lot of pizza places we have to try out. I don't know.
Yes, we
There's
do.
no This one list has Spizico and Arnold. They are pretty good. I've had them before.
Are they?
That's in Adams County. Yeah.
Yeah, Arnold's. That's where. What is it? What area is Arnold's? That's like over by.
It's like right before well,
It's like. Is it King St. Clair? That area?
if you're coming over on 50,
Mm-hmm.
if like heading towards the Bay Bridge,
Yeah.
you want to exit like 2 miles before, or 2 or 3 miles before you get to the bridge, and then head back away from the water a little bit, and it's right
Okay,
there.
so you're talking about like where the highs.
It's like
is.
right off of 50. It's right off of 50.
Yeah. Oh, we should go there one. We should go on a Saturday. I think Saturdays are more relaxing.
Yeah,
Since we're
well,
all-
people work and stuff too.
Yeah, that too.
Try Pizza John's. I know people always list them.
Yeah, Garrett says Garrett has declared that the best pizza in Maryland, and they got a
Yeah.
plaque. They got a plaque in there that says best pizza in Baltimore.
I'm looking at another best pizza place list. What is Pizza CS in Rockville? Is
Oh,
that-
I don't know. Like it's little foo pizza. It's like a really thin paper crust. It's just
No.
it's pizza Sicily or something. That is what the CS is for. But it's
Oh,
not
man, we should
Sicilian
go.
style pizza.
Where's this? Where's Grantsville?
Grantsville, Maryland.
Grantsville, Maryland.
Sounds like
Not
sounds like
Utah.
something near Millersville.
No, it sounds like Western Maryland or something. Grantsville, Maryland is near the Pennsylvania border, but that could be anywhere.
Yeah. By the way, the
Yeah.
pizza at
Okay,
Rock-
Grantsville is like right before you get to
Western Maryland.
right before you get to Deep Creek. It is in this old looking building. It's called Hey Pizza, and they have a picture of the pizza right here. It looks pretty good.
Later, next time we do a convention at Rocky Gap, we'll hit that place.
Hopefully, I hope we do one. They have one in Frostburg too. We have to eat 2 different pizzas while we're out there.
There you go. That could be done because
Mario's Italian Eatery in Frostburg.
and another good place, but they don't have a wait staff, but I still like them. It's Continentals in Kensington. That's really
Okay.
good. It's also the best bang for your buck. You get a large pizza there for about $12.
There's another one in Kensington on this list I'm looking at. Frankly,
Oh no,
pizza.
I don't like Frankly's. It's like wood fired pizza. It's not that I don't like the super thin crust pizzas. I like it's got a little bit of thickness to it.
I see a picture of theirs. It's got like the really like the black crust.
Yeah,
That's not my favorite.
nah.
I've
There's a
seen
place
2
by
here
where
from
Jeff
Charles
lives. That's pretty good, also. It's like by the food line or whatever. The Baskin Robbins. There's a
Yeah,
that
by the
place
Chinese
shut
place.
down.
I think what it's called.
Yeah, but somebody told me the place shut down.
I don't know. I've heard about it, but actually I've not been there, so
Uh-huh. It's
I'll have to
good.
check it out next time in that area.
And then there's another good one is dough rollers in Ocean City. Obviously, there's like no other choice there. They're not even a chain, are they? Dough rollers? Are they a chain?
No,
or...
I mean there's a couple dough rollers. There
used to be one in Bowie, but that closed. There was one in Gatesburg, that closed.
I mean, there's like a handful of dough rollers in Ocean City, right? There's probably 2 of them at least.
2. There's only 2 there. I know of them. They're both on the main drag too.
Yeah. One's right when you come in, and then there's another one up the road or something, right?
I like them better than Grotto's, frankly. I don't think Grotto's pizza is all the hype.
See, in Ocean City, I like Lombardi's. I think that's the good pizza.
Somebody told me that. Was it you that told me that's really good? We got to try them out.
It's right across. It's on 94th Street.
It's near the Holiday Inn where we had our convention a few years ago.
It's right by where we just had. It's right by where we just had the convention.
We went there for lunch. It is really good. We went there for lunch with Michael Barnes and the other Mike from Washington County. Forgive me, I can't think of your name. I know you watch our show too.
Oh, Mike Farrell.
Yeah, Mike Farrell. Yeah, there you go. That's it.
I think that's how you pronounce his last name.
We went there for lunch. It was good.
Was it which
Yeah,
type?
I'm looking at. There's another long list published
I think
by
you came to that
PBS.
place, Jeff. That was the one right across from the hotel we went to. And
Yeah.
then we did pizza to go on Sunday, Friday night, over at Nahid's house. And that's just a carryout place. That's further up.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant. That's yeah.
That was
I think-
I really liked that pizza.
yeah.
It was good.
That's good.
Maybe we should do a
I'm a
pizza
little
club
spoiled 'cause
convention.
I love the Detroit style pizza. So down in like Greektown, there's a lot of cool pizza places. So I like the deeper dish pizza myself.
Yeah. Oh, I found a place that actually has real Chicago style pizza. It's called Pie Pizza in DC.
Hmm.
And they got the Chicago style deep dish there.
I'll check it out then.
It's better than Armand's deep dish pizza. So
There's one
and-
house that I liked that I went to once, and I can't remember.
Is that Remos? Is that Remos?
No.
Remos is really good. That's right by Al's print shop.
That's not Towson. I thought Al's prints.
Oh, that's right. True. He's Kearney. He is
Everything
Kearney.
Al was like Reisterstown or something. I thought he was kind of.
No, he lives in Reisterstown, but his printing business is right across from the Micro Center in Kearney.
Oh.
That's also Ray Kroll. Ray Kroll lived in Kearney too.
Hmm.
After, the story he tells me, he goes, "Yeah, I had to move out of Rosedale. People were knocking on my doors asking for money and stuff like that." And there is a guy named Sal. He does all the Dead Mall series, but he also, when he goes to these malls, he has the mall pizzas. And yeah, what's that? Towson
Sabaro's
mall?
pretty good.
It's not bad. I used to not like Sabaro's, but it kind of, I don't know if they changed their recipe or anything like that, or I just got used to it. But it's gotten better. Mama Alardo's that may not have been there when you were in College Park for Maryland. Mama Alardo's was on Route 1. It was on the other side of the Taco Bell. That's on Route 1. Right across from that No-Tell Motel, which is now Best Western. But they had really good deep dish pizza. However, that place closed. And now it's a Denny's.
Hmm.
There used to be a Sizzler's there in College Park too, actually. And a Jerry's. Which all went on. Jerry's had good pizza. Then again, when I had Jerry's recently, it didn't taste as good as I remembered.
There's a Jerry's in Dunkirk, in Calvert County still.
Yeah, there's one. Well, no, that's not at Jeffrey's, right? Yeah, the one. No, there is one by you, right, where Looney's is. There's a Jerry's there. We went. Yeah.
Yeah, there's Jeffries, who used to be, a franchisee of Jerry's, and he's kind of just went his own way. So.
And there's that real Jerry's by Looney's around the corner from Looney's.
That's one of the better ones, yeah.
Yeah. And what do you think of Pizza Hut? I actually liked Pizza Hut when they had dine-in service.
I don't know. I've done it in a while, but I used to work there, and I used to, the again, I love deep dish pizzas. I used to have really good ones. Since then, I don't know. I've not had it recently to compare, but
no. How does Bradley not know
Pasadena
this?
still has dine-in service. Corinne, every time I go to Pasadena, Corinne makes us eat a Pizza Hut.
No,
Hut.
We got to go there. We have to go there.
Do you remember when Pizza Hut used to have the salad bar?
What's that?
Do you remember the Pizza Hut used to have the salad bar?
Yeah, the pizza bar. Yeah, the pizza.
No, it was a pizza bar. It was yeah. They had. I think they may have had some Italian bread, but mostly it was like salad stuff. But this is like dine-in and stuff, and this is before they changed all of their like ingredients, like the fresh like stuff.
Yeah.
That was when I remember the pizza being really good. After they changed that, and they made like used red onions as opposed to like the white onions and stuff.
I like the
Instead
red
of-
onions better,
right.
frankly, on pizza. Red onions always better
Yeah.
than.
But yeah, I with Craig. Shakey's could come back. That was a great place.
Shakey's was really good. You know, they're still around on the West Coast.
Okay.
Yeah, our friend Dan Mall says, next time you're out here, we'll go to Shakey's. They also have Godfather's in New Jersey. Have you ever eaten at Godfather's, Jason?
Mm-mm.
It's Herman Cain's pizza chain.
Is it unlike the
Late
frozen
Herman.
pizza?
What's that?
Is it unlike the frozen pizza?
Yeah. Do they have Godfather's as a fruit? Can you buy Godfather's frozen pizza?
Yeah, that's what I'm used to do. Eating it frozen. I don't know if they still do it or not, but that's
I think the best frozen pizza is
Anyway.
best frozen pizza is McCain's Elio's pizza. That was by far the best. It's better than Tombstone or Bruschetta or any of those fancy ones. We should have come on now that we just turned into the pizza club.
yeah.
I think there was another place in Wheaton Plaza. I don't know if you ever went there. Orange Bowl. That was good.
All right, Dwight. It's 8:40. We've gone pretty long.
Well, we
2 hours.
went into extra innings today. Never mind,
Uh,
Bradley. I sent Bradley the links. Hey, come on. We're talking about pizza, but yeah, great show, everyone. We gave out the awards. Oh, Lido's, yes, the original Lido's was really good. Craig Yoakum, Lido's is great. But the Shakey's, the one on Rockville Pike, it turned into a Hooters, and then it turned into Miller's Ale House. And but there's a pizza place in Severn everyone talks about. That's really good. But is Severn now really a war zone, Jason?
Oh, I don't know.
I heard Glen Burnie is a really posh place to visit.
Yes, it is.
They call it Glen Dirty to keep the people from overpopulating and moving in. Although I do like the Honeybee Diner there, by the way. But thanks to our loyal viewers. Let's see. When did we start this show? Because it used to be like kind of the Barbara Walters special. Like Matthew Foley and I would do it like once every quarter, and then we went to twice a month, and we did weekly. We might be coming up on 5 years for this show. 5 years. Let's see. Yes, we're actually on our 6th year doing this show as a weekly type format. And yeah, maybe we should, Jason. Maybe we should start doing appearances. Like we could be speakers at Lincoln Tunes. we could be one of the doctors can go speak. But thank you everyone for watching. Happy New Year's, everyone. Good night, everyone. And
Good night.
hold on. Yeah, don't go anywhere.